So Deontay Wilder has a plan. His plan is really simple. He's going to fight Luis Ortiz next. He's going to knock him out, right? According to Deontay Wilder, he's going to knock Luis Ortiz old ass out, right? That's his plan. After he knocks out old ass Luis Ortiz, then he's going to fight Tyson Fury. And he's going to knock out Tyson Fury out again. After he does that, then he's going to go for a unification fight with Andy Ruiz Jr., okay? Because he expects Andy Ruiz Jr. to beat Anthony Joshua, right? He expects Andy Ruiz Jr. to replicate what he did in the first fight, knock him out, beat him, right? So that's what he's expecting. The thing is, what happens if Anthony Joshua beats Andy Ruiz Jr.? Would that still be Deontay Wilder's plan? Would his plan still be, I'm going to knock out old-ass Luis Ortiz, I'm going to knock out Tyson Fury, and then I'm going to go and try to get a unification fight, right? Because that's what his plan is right now, currently, because he suspects that Anthony Joshua will get knocked out again, right? And he can get knocked out, but this is boxing. Maybe Anthony Joshua beats Andy Ruiz, right? So again, the question is, will he still have this plan if he does end up beating Andy Ruiz Jr., Anthony Joshua? If Deontay Wilder manages to knock out old-ass Ortiz, as he says it himself, old-ass Ortiz, and knock out Tyson Fury, will he still want to get a unification fight with Anthony Joshua? Because we already know that this year, at least, he didn't want no plans. He didn't want no unifications at all with Anthony Joshua, right? So, will he change his mind? Will he change his opinion if Anthony Joshua has those belts around his waist? That's all I'm trying to figure out. Because in the first time around, right, Deontay Wilder, it seemed like the only way he was willing to face Anthony Joshua is if he got like $500 million. Well, that's a little over exaggerating it, but you get the point. Like, if he was demanding a lot of money, right? Because apparently $100 million wasn't enough for him. All right, so he wanted more than that, right? Because that wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is when the fight was really, really big, right? Because now that Anthony Joshua has lost, it's kind of dented the Deontay Wilder-Anthony Joshua fight. Let's be real, it kind of dented it. I mean, it's still a big fight. Everyone's still going to watch it. But it would have been way better if the fight would have taken place while they were both undefeated, right? Because Anthony Joshua lost, it dented the fight a little bit, right? Like, it didn't kill the fight, but it did dent it a little bit. So now since Anthony Joshua lost, like say he beats Andy Ruiz and now he's the champion again, is Deontay Wilder going to change his opinion when it comes to is he going to accept the offers? Because when he was demanding, Deontay Wilder is probably going to outprice himself again, all right? He's probably going to try to outprice himself in the ring if he tries to get this fight with Anthony Joshua, if Joshua beats Andy Ruiz. Why? Because when Joshua was unbeaten, he was trying to act like he was the biggest star, the biggest draw. He was the one who deserved all the money and shit, right? He was the one. He deserved it. He deserved more money than Anthony Joshua, despite the fact that Joshua had more belts, right? So now that Joshua lost, even if he regains the title, Wilder's still going to probably have that same mindset. Oh, well, you lost, You lost. So now I definitely need to get more money, right? So it might be a thing where he'll try to outprice himself again, right? He'll try to... And I just find it funny that Deontay Wilder, I saw him like in the UK. I think he's in the UK right now. But I found that hilarious that he's in the UK because Deontay Wilder has always throw shade to UK boxing fans, especially like when the whole Wilder versus Joshua thing was all like going on and people wanted to see that fight. He was always talking shit about UK boxing fans because of the fact that he knew that they were like Joshua fans, I guess, and that's why he would talk and he would just give backhanded compliments, and so it's kind of weird how now he goes to the UK after Joshua loses. It's kind of also weird how now he wants to become a Unify champion after Joshua loses. But again, just because Deontay Wilder says he's going to Unify does not mean it's going to happen unless Andy Ruiz beats Anthony Joshua again, right? And that's another thing I'm curious about. If Andy Ruiz does beat Anthony Joshua, I wonder what Deontay Wilder would be demanding. You know, would it be the same situation as the Joshua fight where he's demanding a lot of money, or more money that he deserves? Right? I don't know. Maybe he would. Maybe he wouldn't. Anyway, guys, I have to say, I'm out. Thanks for watching.